Thank you for tuning in to the only station giving you the double information and inspiration. WDRB Media and WGIV, the soul of Charlotte. This is the Color Me Actress show, Beyond the Stage. I am Color Me Actress.
I'm Brother Old School.
And Eric Goodwin.
You're tuning in to the Color Me Actress show, Beyond the Stage. We've got great things going on, Graham.
Chat and Chew tomorrow. Do not miss it. Chat and Chew is tomorrow. We hyped it up. We've told you it's going to be great. Let's do it. It's going to be tomorrow, 7 o'clock, Red Diamond. Please don't miss it because you have missed out.
Doors open at 6:30 now. Doors open at 6:30. And make sure you're there. I don't think those seats are numbered. So you want to get there early enough so you can get the table you want.
And Eric, you've got a show going on as well.
Oh, yes, Lord. By now, I think I'm 94 pounds lighter. Yeah. I'm doing American Woman at Ovens Auditorium March 28th. And it's a show worth your money. I'm going to put it to you like that. First time I've ever done a musical. And you will enjoy yourself either by watching the great show or watching me trying to get through it. But it will be worth your money.
It's worth the money. All right, in Color Me Actress, we have Danielle Jennings with us again today. We both have a show coming up with PXXI Productions as well as DNR Productions. So with DNR, we have The Ladies' Room.
That's correct. Stage drama, compelling, emotional, touches on a lot of heavy subjects, a little bit of humor. Don't want to miss it.
All-female cast, Mother's Day weekend. So now that definitely, and it's 3 shows that day.
That's right.
3.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is correct. So you guys make sure that you bring your mama out to a phenomenal show.
And I've heard rumor that there's something special for the moms. So
Absolutely. So we've got great things. The whole Color Me Extra show, Beyond the Stage, and any company that we have, we got a lot of great things going on. We also have our hot topic of discussion today. It's a continuation from, we had our birthday segment last weekend, which I enjoyed my birthday, by the way. But we also, before that, we had relationship topics. Why don't they last like they used to? So we got some pretty good feedback.
Because I killed them too fast. Kill them too fast.
So yeah, we got a lot of good feedback with that. So I think we're going to kind of keep going with that today. So that'll be our hot topic of discussion.
that is a hot topic.
Yeah, because I think, Danielle, you had something going on.
Got sweat on my brow.
Yeah.
What? What? I did. I had an interesting experience. I'll share it with y'all. So,
Can you segue us in just a little bit? Just a little bit.
Well, I want to talk about honesty
Mm-hmm.
I need to play some music. Go on.
and how important that is.
How important?
That is.
Because if you're not up front with somebody right
Up
away,
front, right away.
With somebody.
then that's the end of that.
End.
Over.
That.
Dunzo.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, listen, you guys. The Color Me Actress show Beyond the Stage has Twitter. We have Instagram. We have Facebook. We definitely want to hear your thoughts, your feedback. So definitely sign into those things. Check us out. We've got so many great things going on. And there's nothing wrong with supporting people, by the way. There's nothing wrong with it. Buy a ticket. Give us a high five. You know, a hug, a prayer, something. Ain't nothing wrong with supporting talented people that are doing God's work. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So listen, we're getting ready to go to commercial. We'll be right back with you after these commercials. We're your host, Color Me Actress,
Brother Old School.
Eric Goodwin.
and you've been listening to the Color Me Actress Show Beyond the Stage on WDRB Media and WGIV, the soul of Charlotte.
We are back on the Color Me Actress Show Beyond the Stage, and our hot topic for today is a continuation. It is relationships, and why don't they last like they used to? Now, before we left you, we were talking with our special guest here about a situation that happened. Continue.
Well, I was sharing that I am single, so I'm out there, out in the dating world,
Okay.
and I happened to meet a gentleman at a networking event. So trying to get a job, networking a little bit, meet this nice man, gives me his business card. We start to talk about maybe some jobs. He's being all flirty, showing interest, getting to know me. We're talking for a few days, and then he says, I have a girlfriend.
Dun, dun, dun.
And things with my girlfriend aren't going so well right now, so that's why I've been flirting with you.
Mm.
The nerve.
He was just talking. I mean, you say flirt. I mean, what did he do to flirt?
I don't know. We can say that.
I don't want to really talk about that.
I mean, not. Oh, never mind.
But
I
you know
mean,
what? On the flip side of all of this, so he was currently in a relationship.
Yes.
So we're talking about why don't they last like they used to.
Right.
We don't know what his situation was, but we do know that he automatically was looking for a way out, or
Yes.
just something that kind of could take up a little bit of the of his time, so he's not soaking in the drama of the relationship or whatever that they going through or dealing with. So you were an outlet.
Okay.
Let's just say it.
Right, but should he have ended his relationship before conversing flirtatiously with another female?
Men.
Why y'all looking?
Eric?
You already done went and said some stuff. You always try to turn this. You just happy to have another female in the room.
Yes, I
yeah,
am.
I mean,
I am
they looking
excited.
dead at each other like the show is all about, and then go, fellas.
Right.
Oh, really?
Graham. Eric.
Well,
I'm not losing my player's card today.
hey, nothing
Ain't
wrong with that.
telling no
Nothing wrong.
secrets.
If you are having
Ain't
trouble
telling them.
with your woman,
Right.
Woman.
do you
Which
work
one?
that out?
Which one? It depends on which one you're talking about. Now, because if it's the one that cooks,
Say it, player.
You know what?
or the one that washes my
All right,
car,
you
or
know
the
what?
one that back 'em.
Disrespectful.
I'm just saying, Nah, but
So this person was
now,
honest.
let's put it this way. Maybe it was a thing of the female saying she didn't want to have nothing to do with him no more. So, he, just started something else. Figured he was, was ready for it, and then she comes back in the picture. She changes her mind. So now somebody that he was in love with decides to step back in the picture. So he goes back.
Now,
Could it not be
what
that?
do you think, Nicole?
Well, Danielle, that situation is it's nothing new.
Right.
So it happens all the time. You have the
Okay.
uncertainties in your relationship.
Agree.
Something happens.
I know, right?
So, something happens. You're not seeing eye to eye. And then there's always, now let's be clear, because sometimes, most of the time, the person that you're with doesn't have 100% of what you want anyway. It's the truth.
It is true.
How do you know? How do you know if you know, how do you know? Because if you know that going in, why did you even go in? Why did you step foot through a door when you had a window to look through?
No. What? Find me
Preach.
somebody that has that perfect person that has everything that you want. Find me
Right.
that person.
I'm not saying it was perfect to the point where what I'm saying is you still entered the relationship. So if it was something that you couldn't deal with, you should just never went there.
Shoulda,
Preach.
coulda, woulda.
But I'm just
we
saying,
all know.
If I tell you I work late every night, Monday through Friday, and I don't come home until 12, why start dating me and telling me you need to start coming home at 10?
Well, then that's different. That's a situation. That's something different. But when we talk about as far as a person and if somebody steps outside, there's a lot of different reasons as to why they step outside of the relationship. Okay. So we already know that there's a bunch of different circumstances, issues, adult like manners, matters and all that good stuff. Okay. So when we think of a person that Man, y'all look. Come on now.
Wow, come
y'all,
on.
y'all
Men,
look.
do something.
You
What
know,
mean?
if the chick, if you with somebody that's not as curvaceous, and you know, and then you see something that's a little bit curvy and more rotund and more
She got that. Never mind.
bloom, 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 bloom. I'm just saying.
I like fabrics, and what I do is I look at fabrics.
Thank you. I was trying to tell you that her purse was nice. That's
Right,
what I'm
it
looking
matched
at.
her outfit.
Exactly.
Right.
And you have something similar to that same
Right,
thing.
and maybe you might want it. So I was trying to get a visual, mental picture.
Well, the word that this gentleman used with me was shaky. Things in my relationship are shaky, which is why I started flirting with you. So that's
shaky.
things in my relationship are not going well, is what I hear, and because they're not going well, I'm going to flirt with another woman.
So you was just dealing with somebody that doesn't like being alone.
That's what it sounded like.
Right.
Oh,
so
more
you
than
can't
likely.
take that personal because that's on him. He doesn't like being alone. So, I break
And
up
he
on
did
Friday.
tell
I
me
go
if-
out on a date on Saturday.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
didn't sound like he was breaking up with her. It sounded like things were shaky.
He had space and time, freedom.
But Danielle didn't have the opportunity to know that up front. So you're thinking that you're meeting someone. Now, remember in the
Hey,
last
what's
show.
up front? How many days?
A week?
Well, that's not up front. Up front is, hi, my name is Nicole. Hi, my name is Eric. That's up front.
Well, at least he didn't get out, sit on the edge of the bed, and I got something to tell you.
Yeah. He didn't come out the bedroom like, hey, before you get too
By the way,
serious, big man.
I am grateful for that.
Right.
I'm just saying that she's thinking she's meeting someone. Because remember what we said. We're talking about relationships, but we also, on the last show, we ended with saying, okay, the things that, coming in before you even can get into a relationship is actually meeting the person.
Yes.
So these are things that hinder like really being able to move forward with the person. Let's say he didn't tell her, which a lot of times they don't because they're in limbo. Whether it be
No,
the
and I could have been
female
going out with him and, spending quality time with him.
quality.
And then finding out after that quality time is spent that he's involved.
Mm-hmm.
So thank goodness it was just some conversation rather than wasting my time.
I still think it's a waste of time because Joker, why don't you go home and figure it out?
Mm-hmm.
Just take a walk by yourself with your hands in your pocket, with your head, hanging low, kicking rocks, and figuring it out by yourself.
What? You had
Figure
I
that
just had
thing
a
out.
visual
Either
of
you
that,
want to
like,
be with her or you don't.
Yeah, don't walk up to nobody trying to, open up doors for something else. Go figure that out. Go
Thank
take
you.
time to be by yourself, honey.
Are y'all finished?
I wish y'all could
didn't
see.
know
I wish y'all could
that.
see
It's
Eric
time
and
for a
Graham's
commercial
face.
break, yeah.
Nope,
Because
we
right
got
about
a,
now, I'm looking like, same one.
okay. So okay,
What?
my gentleman,
What? What?
Here
What
we
do
go.
you want?
Go ahead.
What?
why don't relationships work in your opinion?
Um.
See, Graham's married, so he says less on this. But once upon a time,
Oh well, thank you for allowing me to speak.
Uh-oh. I take that he had something to say.
I have nothing. I was just joking. But I will say one thing that I have learned: people. My theory has always been people seek to be understood, and people just don't. They want understanding and patience.
agreed.
People want to know that I do what I do because I do it, and you understand why I do it, even though you may not like it. But in the long term, we'll get through it. That though, at its basis, in its rawest form, that's what people want.
Okay, so piggyback off of that, me and you,
Okay.
Graham, because we talking. You allowed to talk.
Rap it, yeah.
Okay, so what I've been told is, what are you willing to put up with? That's at the end of the day, that's how relationships work. What are you willing to put up with? Good, bad, indifferent.
Yes.
At the end of the day, what I was told is, what are you willing to put up with? You can look at one relationship and you can say, girl, I would never let my husband go to a strip club. Or, vice versa, men.
Okay.
I would never, I'd never let my wife hang out after work with a bunch of her male friends. But it may work for that household. So at the end of the day, piggybacking off of what you were about to say and hold on to that.
Okay.
And we're getting ready to go to commercial, but what are you willing to put up with? We as we talk about and we reflect on why relationships don't work.
When you need to grab your pocketbook and your purse and go with him to the strip club.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after these commercials.
There's people that do that.
Yeah.
We're your host, Color Me Actress,
Brother Old School.
Eric Goodwin.
and you've been listening to the Color Me Actress show Beyond the Stage on WDRB Media and WGIV, the soul of Charlotte.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We are in the midst of a deep discussion
Deep.
between the host and myself on why relationships don't last like they used to. Before we went to commercial, we were talking about how we just don't seem to have the understanding and the
What are
the
you willing
ability
to deal with?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
What are you willing to deal with?
What are you willing to deal with? For me, that's a little tough because you don't know everything before you get married. You can have, as many conversations as you like, but certain situations arise where we talked about that and you said you wouldn't, but now you will, especially with something as sensitive as, children, rearing kids. You may say like, well, I'm going to be tough on my kids, but then when you actually have children, you let them run amok and you don't say anything. And you're like, well, what happened to what we talked about? Well, no, this, that, and the other situation. It's a lot of stuff can come up between saying I do and agreeing, and just that's why they say marriages work, because you have to work on stuff.
Communication.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, what you dating for? I think once you figure out what you're dating for and what the person you're dating is dating for, it may work. And then if not, you're gonna know up front. If a person is just dating because they want to have somebody around and they're not looking to get married, or they're not looking for anything over 2 years, then if they tell you that, you'll be good to go. But it's like if y'all not on the same wavelength from the beginning, and you're thinking, oh, I'm dating this person because we're gonna end up getting married. Okay, but if you've been dating for 5 years and you've got to bring it up, one of y'all got to bring it up, then y'all weren't on the same page in the beginning.
When I say what are you willing to put up with, dated a guy that would not go to church, just would not go.
Would he drive past them though?
He would drive past
That's
them,
a good start.
honk and keep going. And just
You ready?
okay. So at first, and growing up in my household and my family, you don't date nobody, you don't talk to nobody, because the old school way of thinking is they don't have time to grow into God. They got to know God, and that's just it.
Well.
If they don't know Him, if they can't turn Bible pages for you and be able to lay hands on you and be a blessing to you, then you just need to bypass that joker. So for a long time, I'm sorry, you don't go to church, can't deal with you. Okay. So met another person. And so he just so happened, I said, okay, hey, you don't have to go to church. It's all good. You ain't got to go to church. But what happens is you end up compromising something that you end up giving up certain things that you shouldn't. What are you willing to deal with? So when I say that, if there's some things that hold true to you, no, hold up. Because I see you, Eric.
I'm great to tell you. But go on.
No, but what I'm saying is we all have personal morals, values, and when you start tapping into those things that tug at you, and I just so happen to mention church, okay, fine, whatever.
No, that's not.
So you're saying relationship takes compromise?
It can, but again, what are you willing to? Are you willing to sacrifice? Is that a big piece to you, or is that a small piece to you? If the man smokes, if the woman smokes,
The deal breakers.
the deal breakers.
Okay.
There we go. So go ahead, Eric.
Okay, it just sounds like you're trying to water down lying. Now, you can lie to people, and you can lie to yourself. Now, you're saying compromise, but what it seems like to me, when you say something like growing up, and it's instilled in you, and it's a part of you, when it doesn't, and when it's not there, when what you want is not there, and you're saying you're going to compromise, basically, aren't you lying to yourself? Because
Absolutely.
what's going to end up happening is you're not going to be able to do that forever.
Or you might resent
absolutely.
them.
But it may take 5 or 6 years. Right?
But some people, okay, here's the other part of this. Will he come around? Be patient.
No.
Okay, I'm just saying, will she come around?
No, that's not the way you should look at it.
People
That's not
are
the way
who
you
they
should
are.
look at it. Right. If you already know there is something that you can't deal with, I could care less how good he looked to you, how good she looks to you. If you going in that relationship in the frame of mind that you're going to wait or change or wait for a change, then everything that you're doing in that relationship basically is going to be a lie if you decide to wake up one day and not want to do it anymore.
I agree because anytime that you put on a costume, I mean, after a while, the makeup starts running and smearing and the outfit might get a little bit tighter or smaller, whatever it is. So I say that to say, I get you. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I just kind of threw that out there because a lot of times I know for women, and I can speak from a woman, we want to be patient and we want to help. That's just and men are so, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all are phenomenal creatures. Y'all just are. Your build, your make,
Well, thank
everything
you very
about a
much.
man
Thank you
is a
very
phenomenal. Seriously,
I'm glad that you see
for
that.
real.
Thank you very much.
I mean, y'all get on my nerves because
We're
y'all be
supposed
tripping.
to. We're supposed to.
Y'all be tripping. But you guys and women compliment men just so well. I mean, strong.
I agree.
I mean, we seriously. I think that we do when we come together. But a lot of times, people do not want to compromise. They don't want to compromise or understand a good compromise, what you should or shouldn't.
Exactly, and that's kind of the understanding part, because to Eric's point, you don't want to go into something just saying, okay, they're going to change that part of their personality based on how well I treat them and so on and so forth. But some things are one of those, there are situations where you have to say, all right, is losing this person worth this habit or the way I do things? Because, for example, people always say, well, let the man lead, let him do this, let him do certain things. If he's not good financially,
Absolutely.
and we're not talking about, oh, well, he's just the bum. I'm talking about if his ways of doing things, like some people have no problem getting their lights cut off by accident, by not just paying on time. Some people's credit is out of order. Now, are you going to just let that person walk out? Well, they don't like how they do their bills, or I don't like that they do this particular thing. Or is there a way to say, all right, let's sit down and talk?
I think
Communication.
I think there's
Exactly.
there's a way to do it, but you're not gonna have me sitting in no dark, and you're not gonna have me in the summertime without AC.
You're about right.
You
Just
not.
how you about to lay in.
Right.
That's not the way to do it.
Right.
Because what happens is people get automatically defensive. I've seen it a million times. Things that you don't want to change are the things you get most defensive about.
Yes.
If you smoke and I say, babe, we probably should smoke. Well, I've been smoking for this. Oh, you met me like this. No. What I'm saying is unhealthy to do that. Are you willing to lose someone you love over the smoking?
Okay, I get it. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's try this. Let's try
Okay.
this.
All right, go.
Okay. Here's the scenario. My lights are off. Okay.
Okay.
It's the summertime. Mm-hmm. It's almost 100 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Bloom bloom.
Sweating in my secret place.
All right.
Bloom bloom.
Hello.
Babe, I'm sorry I left my key. Thank you for opening up the door. Ooh, it's hot in here. We need to cut the air on.
You just
It's
open the
hot.
window.
We're just gonna open up a window. You know, I'm allergic to mosquitoes and bees and stuff, so we don't want
I
anything
got a
flying
citronelle
in.
lit, so we good.
Oh,
I
okay.
spray.
No, I really need the AC on though.
Okay, it'll be on.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna just go in there and just adjust it real quick. Okay. So there's no lights. I don't have.
Yeah, I
you
didn't
don't
get
have
a
any
chance
lights
to
or
get
anything?
over to the place to pay the bill. So
You didn't.
no, I didn't.
You didn't do what?
I didn't get over to the place to pay the bill, but I'll pay it today since I'm off.
But it's going to take about 4 days for them to cut it back on. And then I
Okay.
just went to the grocery store. So we got eggs, milk. We got turkey bacon. We got all the stuff. I just went and
Just
got
put it.
T-bone
just put it.
steaks.
Listen. Just put it somewhere. It'll be all right. Thank
Let
you.
me. Okay, so you didn't pay the bill.
I think we established that already.
And you want me to sleep in this house? I'm asthmatic, and you want me to sleep in this house with no AC?
But what do you mean no AC?
You know
Look,
what?
I
I'm
told
about
you it's
sick of
gonna be
this.
okay.
I'm about tired because of the way that you manage everything, and then you just want me to not say nothing.
Put y'all window down if y'all gonna talk that loud. I'm trying to sleep.
You know our neighbors be tripping, and since you want to make this a show, we'll just do this another time.
We absolutely gonna make this a show because this is the Color Me Actress show beyond the stage. Listen, we gonna redo this. We gonna follow up with this at the next show, and I want to see what y'all got to say about this on Twitter, and we'll finish this on up. But Graham, I love you, brother.
Citronella.
Pay that bill now.
Pay that bill. Hey, don't forget, you guys, tomorrow, Chat and Chew.
With the view.
Yes. Make sure that you're there with your ticket and your lady everywhere.
Come on out.
Make sure that you're there.
Come on out.
Chat and Chew.
Come on out.
Everywhere. Every
on
seat
out.
is a good seat. Hey,
Citronella.
every seat is a good seat.
Citronella.
Get down. Love y'all. We're your hosts, Color Me Actress,
Brother Old School.
Very good one.
and you've been listening to the Color Me Actress show Beyond the Stage on WDRB Media and WGIV, the soul of Charlotte.